Hi, my name is Eunsuh, and today I will present about the Cabernet Sauvignon and pepper steak. Many people feel happy. Many people feel happy while enjoying good food and delicious wine together. And this is one of the best ways for many people to heal. So, through the HOS 101 assessment, I would like to learn about Cabernet Sauvignon among wine and introduce food that goes well with it. Cabernet Sauvignon is a type of red wine. They live near major wine-producing countries from the Okanagan Valley to the Tobacco Valley in Canada. Based on a wide range of climates, according to Bowers, Cabernet Sauvignon is one of the most famous red wines in the world. This is one of the wines that played an important role in promoting Australian wines. According to Luco, Shiraz is one of the Australians' most famous red wine varieties. It is a different type of wine and has dark red color. This produces a variety of wine, but the advantage is that the taste is intense and can be enjoyed for a long time. Penlet Street Henley Shiraz South Australia 2018 made from Cabernet Sauvignon, and it is one of the famous wineries that produce Cabernet Sauvignon. This wine represents several elegant, including the purity of fruits, old oak, and acidity. The peculiarity here is that it is one of the famous New Australian red wines made without relying on oak unlike other wines. Also, Fellow Street Henley is in 1960 liters of barrels and was made in the mid 1950s, but developed further in 1990s. In this slide, I will explain about how to make a Cabernet Sauvignon. First, the grape of good quality are harvested, so choose a good quality of grape, and this process is said to be done manually. Second, the grape are poured into the fermentation tank. Third, put in the stainless steel concrete or large wooden tank and let it mature for a certain period of time. And punch up and down to push the skins downward other winemakers. First, apply pressure to separate the skin from the juice. In this process, the grape peels and juice are separated. Finally, spend the time during the next 6 months to 3 years in the oak. Then the Cabernet Sauvignon are made. Here are the characteristics of wine and how to make the wine. In this slide, it will explain about Penrose Street Henley, Sierra South Australia. It will explain what goes well with food. According to Let's Go, the food goes well with Cabernet Sauvignon. It's basically red meat. Also, Danik says the wine is fruity and is the best paired with great meat and vegetable, barbecue stew, and juicy burger. And according to Baggett, slightly more fatty steaks, especially ribeye and sirloin, are served rare to medium rare. In conclusion, slow-cooked juicy pepper steak and Cabernet Sauvignon go well together. The fruity Cabernet Sauvignon and the tangy black pepper go well together. And in this slide, I will explain about how to make pepper steak. For the ingredient, it needs 150 grams steak, approx 1.5 meat, souring, lump, Scotch pillar, and 1 teaspoon of crushed black pepper, and 150-gram bag. What is steamed fresh vegetables such as whole potatoes with broccoli, carrots, asparagus, tomato, or mushroom. First step, leave the steak at the room temperature and apply a little olive oil and sprinkle crushed pepper and salt on the both sides of the steak and press generally to ensure the pepper sticks to the surface of the meat. This is the process of marinating the meats. Second, heat the heavy pan of barbecue over the medium heat. Place the steak on the hot pan and cook 2 to 3 minutes on each side until cooked nearly. Do not the steak more than once, otherwise it becomes difficult to make juicy steak. And for the oily parts, we recommended rare and medium rare. What is in fresh served with the whole potatoes with broccoli, carrots, asparagus, tomatoes, or mushroom, and other vegetables. It takes 2 to 3 minutes for prep and it takes 4 to 5 minutes for cooking. As a service style for this wine and food, first provide a fork and knife, which are basically cutleries. And we will have to serve the food quickly so it doesn't get cold and stay warm. And of course, you have to offer a well-cooked, delicious steak. Finally, when introducing food, you will have to accurately explain the characteristics of wine to customers. If this is not followed, customers will have a difficult time having a satisfying meal and will be generally disappointed. Lastly, in the reflective part, it can be divided into the placement and after retirement. First, in placement, I was able to have a wider knowledge about wine, and I was unable to better explain about wine. Not only that, it can also improve my experience. The in-depth study of wine and food that goes well with it will be of great help to students studying the hospitality industry like us. And in after retirement, we can tell other students and other people, and we can publish a book using the relevant information. In addition, such knowledge is common sense, and when we enjoy wine, it creates an opportunity to enjoy the wine more enjoyable and abundantly. And this is the reference list, and thank you for listening.